Late night after a big war win versus this Mongoose clan. Win number 6 straight for the good guys for Damage Inc. We don't usually do a lot of war recap videos, but this war was absolutely unbelievable the way it ended. We were down, and we managed to get back even, and as soon as we did, they came at us with like 6 or 7 attacks in a row and picked up all these stars. And we saved a bunch of good attacks for the end. And this is basically, this isn't exactly the end attacks, but this is pretty close to it. This first one right here is done by Creeper. Creeper specializes in all of the air attacks. He's one of the few guys that can bring a Dragaloon to a max Town Hall 9 and somehow dance those dragons through the base and get 3 stars for us. But this one here is a LavaLoonion attack. And he comes in the top to try to take out some air defenses. He manages to get one of the air defenses and takes out one whole pocket. And what he wants to do is he wants to come in. He's coming in from this top left, and he's just basically gonna bring the Lava Hounds in and just kind of go in counterclockwise with the Lava Hounds and with the balloons to try to work its way all the way back up to Town Hall, and leave Town Hall and the Queen for last. But he tried to take out the clan castle troops, and he got all the troops except for the baby dragon. Now, anyone who knows what baby dragons can do to you, he's got balloons in the attack with the baby dragon, and luckily the baby dragon locked onto the Lava Hound. And now he wanted the Lava Hound to pop, and for the pups to take care of the baby dragon, and it followed that Lava Hound for 3 air defenses until it finally popped. And then the pups finally took out the baby dragon. Now he saved a haste spell, and he saved about 6 balloons for the back end. And he had I think a wizard tower, archer tower, and the queen to deal with. So he's got a lot of troops up still. The queen manages to pick off a bunch of the balloons right there at the end, but he just had too many troops left up. He has all those pups and all the minions. And fortunately, they all got on the queen at the same time and took her down real quick. So, great attack. It was a clutch attack right there at the end of the war. And just another excellent showing for these air attacks that Creeper does. Just incredible. So, great job, Creeps. This next attack is from one of our newer guys, Wreck-It Ralph. He's going to use the flex in this attack right here. And he actually does a really good job. He pulls out the clan castle troops here, and he lays the poison down. For some reason, though, the clan castle troops kind of plowed through the poison and almost got to the queen. He ends up having to pop the queen's ability, which a lot of people, they don't want to use the queen's ability, and they'll bring the queen almost all the way down, and sometimes you'll lose your queen. And when you're doing an attack that's heavy with a queen walk, you use the ability if you have to. It's worth keeping her alive, because the healers might keep her up the entire raid. If you lose her right at the beginning, your odds of 3-starring just dwindle down to next to nothing. So with the flex attack, if you're not familiar with it, it has a queen walk and a bowler walk, each of them with 3 healers on their backs. And then in the core of the base, you put in giants, wizards, and valkyries, and a couple rage and a couple heal spells. And the way the attack is supposed to work is you want the bowler walk and the queen walk to go around the outside of the base. You really don't want those troops to go inside the base. The bowlers can shoot over the walls. They can double tap a lot of these defenses and go 2 defenses back. It didn't happen in this particular case, and they lost the queen. I'm sorry, they lost the healers. But meanwhile, the queen is going around the backside. The core got taken out almost all the way, and that's one thing that the flex does, is there's not a lot of troops in the middle, because you have 6 healers in this attack. So that's a lot of that's a lot of camp space for 6 healers. So you'll see with the flex, you'll see a lot of times you'll see, wow, I'm tongue-tied, man. A lot of times you'll see the queen walk and the bowler walk meet in the back side of the base to take out those last couple trash buildings and those last couple defenses. So, good job, Wreck-It Ralph. Now, this next one is by Romper Stomper. Romper is, you can't have him. He is one of the best attackers in the game. Excellent player, smart. He's just one of the co-leaders, one of the co-creators of the clan, and a friend. and it's a pleasure watching how well he's done. He has shadowed almost everyone in the clan with his ability to come into these wars and get a 6-pack. It's amazing. It's just I'm amazed at what he can do. In this attack here, he comes in with the flex. It's actually him and Flex started this attack almost at the same time. They've both been using it now for months, and they can do this attack backwards and forwards in their sleep. So he comes in with a queen walk up top. He's got a level 40 queen. He maxed out completely before he went to Town Hall 10. So now he's going into these attacks with a level 40 queen, and you can see the difference between your level 28 and 29 queens in the queen walk and when you have a level 40. She is so sturdy, and she punishes everything she shoots at. So he is the prime example of why you want to max out before you go to the next Town Hall level. If you watch players that have maxed out and got to level 30 with their heroes before they went to Town Hall 10 compared to the guys that have gone to level 10 with like level 15 or 16 heroes, their success rate is so much different. And if you were able to watch what RS did in our clan, you would really push for your guys to try to max out instead of trying to rush their way into Town Hall 10. A lot of different theories on it, but I've seen firsthand that if you go into 10 with maxed out heroes, you will immediately make the transition, other than taking 2 or 3 months to be able to start 3-star in those Town Hall 10s. So another awesome attack from Romper. This next attack is by Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to use a mass bowler. Now the mass bowler was very popular until the bowlers they got a small little nerf, and I think on hit points and the DPS they're still really strong, but a lot of people have backed off them, and a little bit of it is because, like with all attacks, after a month or so, players learn how to defend against it, and a lot of people know how to defend against the bowler attacks. They know how to build the bases to split them up, and then they walk them right over 4 or 5 giant bombs at one time, and you can't keep them alive if that happens. So either you have to tank in front of them, or you have to somehow avoid those giant bombs. Now here, he's a Town Hall 11 attacking a Town Hall 10, and this is a super close war. We had to have 3 stars out of these attacks just to stay even with them. And so he comes down and used the Warden ability at a perfect time, kept all the bowlers alive through the core, and now he pushes the bowlers into the backside of the base. And even at this point right here, it's questionable, you know, if he's gonna make it through. But he postured himself really well for the end of this attack right here. And as well as this Town Hall 10 was built, it didn't have all the giant bombs together. So that's what really ends these attacks with the bowlers. You can see the impact marks of all the giant bombs, and you can see all the space that there is in between them. A lot of them were in that bottom compartment, but they weren't together enough for the healers to heal them up a little bit before they hit the next one. So all the bowlers lived. He ends up 3-star in this base and gets it back to even, and just basically kept us in the war with that attack. And then it came down to this attack at the end of the war. This is the reason why we did the war recap. It came down to, if Kenny can 3-star, we can win the war. If he can't, then there's a good chance we weren't going to win it. He had just attacked. He had 2 attacks for the end of the war, and he had just attacked, and he had used an air attack, and things just didn't go well for him. And the Warden did not stay with the troops. The Warden stayed away from most of the troops and stayed on the Queen in the first attack. And somehow the Warden was set to air, and somehow he went over and took Town Hall and got a clutch star for us to keep us at even. And then he came right back with it, you know, being brave. He came right back with the same attack on number 4, and this is the base that I had attacked earlier, and I thought I was for sure going to get at least 2 stars on it, but my troops parted like the Red Sea, took everything in the base but Town Hall, and I got a high level 1-star. And so Kenny has to attack it. He has to get 3 stars. It's another Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 10, and in this attack, Kenny showed how long he's been playing and how well he can use these air troops. He pushed through the core of this base, and he turned this Town Hall 10 into like an 8.5. At this point right here, there's no doubt that he 3-starred the base. I don't even think the last Lava Hound's gonna pop. one thing you'll notice when you have the warden is if you can keep the warden up with your troops, and you can use his ability while all the troops are in the core, when all the Inferno Towers are starting to burn down, that's the game changer. That's why Town Hall 11 is so much stronger than Town Hall 10. So hats off to the guys in this war. We ended up winning by 2, I believe, because of the 3-star. So good job, guys. Any of you still left, thanks for watching the whole video. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please sub to the channel, like the video. Till next time, this has been easy.